This is oh,
All right. So, well,
this has been recorded on April 22nd of 2020, date 308.
okay. Today we have three guests. And ladies, can I ask you to introduce yourselves, please?
My name's Anna Manfredini. I'm in S6 in the English section.
My name is Ava Abilek. I am in the Dutch section.
My name's Lara. I'm in the S4 English section.
Okay. Maybe we can start off by talking about how you've been. So, what have you been doing? What did you do over the break? How do you feel now? I mean, virtual school.
Honestly, it's been different and difficult at the beginning, but now I've adapted more. And during the break, I tried to get out as much as possible, like biking or running. But it was kind of hard to do that as we are in lockdown. But thankfully there was the sun and it was hot outside, so sunbathe and all that. And now being back on online school, it's it's kind of a routine now, so I've gotten used to it, which thankfully is helping me get through it. So yeah.
Okay. What was difficult in the beginning?
I think just kind of adapting to the whole situation and realizing that this is serious took me some time, and not being able to see people that I would normally see. And since I'm a very social person, it was hard for me to kind of to keep that distance, but then realize that it's super important to keep that distance to stop the curve, made me, yeah, it changed my mind a little.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
How about you, Ava?
For me, at the beginning, it was very hard to adapt to the whole new situation. The workload at the beginning was very much increased,
Mm-hmm.
and it has been very nice that the weather is warm, it's warm outside, and we can like work out outside and just enjoy fresh air as
Mm-hmm.
much as we can. And it has been really helpful and like mentally, like it's like a break on everything. So that has been really nice.
Okay. And being back in school, is that okay?
They have decreased the workload because students started complaining. And it has been difficult because we were in a break. We had a break, so that was really nice. And being back to school, but it's just like getting up at 8 a.m. is okay because we don't have to go to school. We just have to open our laptops, so we don't have to get up earlier as we at least I had to do when I went to school by transport.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I suppose that's one of the big changes for students like you. Okay. And Lara, how about you?
It was kind of the same as Anna, as in it was quite surreal at the beginning. I didn't really, I followed the guidelines, but it was, I don't know, there wasn't a real purpose to it in my mind.
Okay.
But I
Okay.
live in the countryside, so I always go out and just, you know, chill in my free time and watch Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but going back to school, it's all right. The workload was decreased as well for me. And all my B tests were canceled, so that's a positive.
Oh, yeah. Do you think there are people there who are disappointed that the B tests have been canceled?
Um, not any of my workers in S4 who were a bit disappointed, but as long as they got good grades on their first two rounds, they should be fine.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And now, I asked you maybe I invited you to have this chat so we can talk about basketball. If before the lockdown, you were, I suppose, yeah, all of you were participating in basketball practice, right? So can we talk about that? Can somebody, describe for us when the practice sessions were, when they happened, where, and who was involved, and what did you do?
Yeah, so we had, if I wait, I don't really remember the dates, but
No, not the dates, but
Yeah, no, Tuesday, there you go. Sorry. Tuesday, we would have training with the girls, and we would normally start with a warm up to get our body, warmed up.
yeah,
And then we would start with some ball handling drills. And at the end, we would play a match, a little game between us. And it was really fun. So, yeah.
yeah. How about I know that some of the girls were training with Mrs. Rudowska. So how was that? Maybe Ava and Lara can talk about that too.
That, oh, okay, go ahead.
Sorry, Anna.
It's okay.
Ava, are you still there?
Yeah, yeah.
So what did you
You
do?
asked.
Yeah, a couple of times you had practice with Mrs. Rudowska. So what were the things that you did there?
I only had practice with Mrs. Fridelska once, and it was with Anna. So maybe Laura could explain.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it had the same, we had the same structure as what Anna described, but the practices for the younger girls were Monday and Friday, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, Rudolska is very good. She's very kind of strict but friendly, if that makes sense. Like
Mm-hmm.
she definitely makes you work hard,
Yeah.
but is still nice about it.
Yeah. So what were the things that you do in practice?
Um, well, same as Anna described pretty much. We would do like drills. Um, Sometimes we had to do them many times over, so it get a bit repetitive and tiring, but obviously that's what training's about. But yeah, we do some drills, mainly passing and catching rebounds and dribbling. Then we'd go into a match.
Mm-hmm. How many people were there? Do you know? Just
Well, when I first joined, um, oh sorry,
go ahead.
oh okay. When I first joined, there was, I'd say maybe 10 people.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure when it was, but there like suddenly there was a big influx of uh other girls and actually guys too from S4 mainly. Um,
Okay.
so then a guys S4 team was created as well.
Oh, I see. And did you participate in a tournament, Lara?
No, I haven't. I haven't yet.
Didn't Mrs. Rudowska organize some games with the girls? Did anyone
Um,
go?
well, there was one game, but it was with the original girls who've been there since September. Um, I think they did a match somewhere in Flanders,
Mm-hmm.
in a sports center,
I see.
but um, I don't think that one went too well for them. They didn't say it did.
Okay. And maybe I can ask Anna. Anna, what kind of player are you? What position do you play on the court?
I play mainly power forward and sometimes center, depending on like who's on the court.
Yeah. So do you,
Yeah.
do you like playing power forward or center?
Um, I do, but sometimes I wish I were like shorter so I could play the other positions because power forward sometimes gets a little bit repetitive, even though it's really important. I wish I could like dribble more and shoot more rather than stay under the basket, which is supposedly like the main goal, main job, but obviously I do more than that. But yeah,
You mean to rebound to just get the
yeah.
ball?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
And if I remember correctly, you're part of a club, right?
Yeah, I play in a club. Yeah.
Yeah. And what's this? Don't you don't you have place where you have to screen for other people? I mean, in games, don't you do that?
Yeah, we have those, but yeah, I don't know, I feel like playing other positions, especially, um, I don't know, I feel like it would just be a different experience. I feel like having more power on the court, calling the plays would be fun and just, as I said again, different experience. And I think it brings in different skills, because power forward is like mostly rebounds and stuff, while you would need to include dribbling and shooting, like, yeah. So,
Hmm. Yeah, totally understand. How about you, Ava? What's your I know that you haven't played any official game, Ava, but what's your most favorite
No,
thing
as
to
I
do?
just started playing,
Yeah.
basketball, I don't really have a position yet. However, I really like to defend and shoot.
Yeah.
I am really short. I'm 5 feet, like that's it. So I cannot really um, shoot that often because people try to take the ball from me.
Okay.
But yeah, it's pretty hard to be playing basketball when you're short, in
Yeah,
my
but
opinion at least.
it's fine, you know. Not everyone's tall, and I mean, yeah, there's a place for you on the court for sure. The last thing I want to talk with you about is the name. I mean, I don't think we ever settled on the name of the girls' teams. So do you agree to call yourselves Wildcats too?
I think so. I think it's important because I think it represents the school. So Wildcats is like the school mascot, and so it's in diff like it's diff. I don't know. I feel like it creates unity if you have a boys' team named Wildcats and a girls' team named Wildcats, and if it were different names, it would just there would be a separation when I think it should be a school team rather than boys and girls team.
Okay. Lara, do you agree?
Um, well, I definitely agree with the point, but I also feel like maybe some form of separation would be cool, like maybe a rendition of Wildcats.
Like what?
Um,
Lady Wildcats?
well, at the moment, I don't have any good ideas at the moment,
Yeah.
but uh, uh, something like corny could be like tame cats. That's obviously very bad, but that's what I mean by a rendition.
Okay, so some variation on the name.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you, I mean, just imagine this. Would you use the same logo, the same mascot?
Um, I mean, for practicality, yes. I
Okay.
feel like.
Okay. So we're almost out of time, but maybe is there anything that you wanna say to anyone who's listening to this? Maybe we can
Well,
start with you again. Ava, go ahead.
I feel like we should distinguish the teams not by the name but by the logo. We could do like Wildcats, and then instead of a blue T-shirt or something like pink, maybe it sounds very feminine, but
Pink,
another color.
pink, or another color.
Yeah, I'm just saying pink. I don't know why, but the
Okay.
names should be the same because unity is very powerful.
Yeah, yeah, that's important. We're a community of players after all. Okay, that's about it. Everyone, thanks for being here. So it's time for us to say goodbye. Bye, Anna. Bye, Ava. Bye,
Of
Lara.
course, no problem.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Have a nice day.
Bye. Have a good day.
Bye.